Leeds United, Jamie Forrester, and has spent a lot of time in this part of the world. He's played for Grimsby and Scunthorpe as well as Lincoln. Bolland. Jones. Nowhere to Hughes. And the foul. I'm not quite sure how the referee works out that Forrester, who's about 5'6", fouled Futcher there, but he did. Keogh's just been yellow carded, presumably complained in similar fashion. Experienced guy, I don't think he'll talk himself into any further trouble. Simon Yeo. Need to concentrate hard here, Lincoln. Kuhn got it away from danger. Back in again towards Mendes. Now Hughes needs a bit of help here. Cohen breathing down his neck. It's good persistent play by Cohen. And a big success, Gary Cohen, in his first season here at Grimsby. Gets it again. His cross, Bolland onto the loose ball. Big shout for a handball from the fans, I have to stress. Not too many Grimsby players appeal. Beavers. Just too far.
Well, it wasn't the best of strikes from Bolland. He burst into the area, but it wasn't a good strike. They worked the throw-in, the short throw-in this time. And eventually got Bolland in. There you see it comes in. Nah, I think it just came back onto the thigh.
Robinson took that down well. Oh, now the referee has got a decision to make here, and it's gone against Lincoln, maybe harshly.
Well, he's very unorthodox, is Robinson. Futcher was just trying to stand his ground. He doesn't think he could get out the way, really. You can see, he can't really read what he's going to do. But there you see, he blocks him right off. There's no doubt about that one. It'll be a case of obstruction. But he's a little bit clumsy to defend him, Futcher, in the inside the penalty area.
Well, I'm sure Keith Alexander will feel that two decisions have gone against his team in that Grimsby penalty area in this first half. They've got a corner.
He's come alive, hasn't he, Robinson? Since Jones went off the pitch, he was winning every duel, every battle. He's come alive.
All the Lincoln fans behind that goal where Robinson scored. Trying to urge their team to get another here, seconds before half-time. Corley runs to the near post, but it's Mendes who clears his lines. Hughes will play it back in again. Brown. That was a needless free kick to concede by Cohen.
It was as well, wasn't it? You're going nowhere out wide here. Comes in with a two-footed challenge, a scissoring kind of action. No doubt it's a foul. It just puts a little bit more pressure on his defence right on half-time.
3 minutes of stoppage time, and this is the kind of scenario that Lincoln relished. This is what they spent hours on the training ground rehearsing. They have to go back and start again on that one. Referee saw something going on off the ball.
They've already scored from one of these, Alan, from the other side. Hughes has got a good delivery on him. Again, he'll be looking to repeat what they did with that goal for Robinson, get it in nice and flat, get everyone across the keeper, across his line of sight, try and miss that first man, flat enough to get it over the top of him, and, you know, obviously for everyone to attack behind.
Hughes delivers again, not quite the accuracy this time, ironically.
That's because they're giving the big build-up.
Always happens. Oh dear, Marriott suddenly caught in two minds. Kerr there to help him out. And Forrester has made sure it's a Lincoln throw. Means that McComb, one of the central defenders, will stay forward. McCordy, the other one, has stayed back. There's McComb, the skipper. Forrester needing to trade off any knockdowns. can keep the pressure on in familiar fashion. Shorter throw this time. Beavers beaten by Parkinson, somewhat surprisingly. Now Parkinson in the territory he knows best. He's got New, he's steaming forward in support, the left back. He picks out Mendes. It's a good effort and it's swerved. Marriott did well to deal with that.
Well, he did, because Mendes hit across the ball. Kind of had a little bit of reverse swing on it. Look, it's great camera work right behind him. Goes one way, then the other. A little bit of the old Freddie Flintoffs on that. Bit of reverse swing.
More like a Freddie Flintstone, I think, wasn't it? But it certainly was difficult. It looks as though Croft is the latest to join the referee's role of dishonour for that challenge.
It's a little bit wild from Gary Croft. No need to do it with Robinson facing away from goal.
Likely to be the final threat to the Grimsby goal in this half. Futcher dealt with it well. The danger hasn't gone yet. Simon Yeo on the ball, trying to kill that to the top corner, and it very nearly went there.
Well, that's what he's good at. He's sure of foot, and he's got a nice clean strike. Doesn't quite get enough curl on it to find the far corner, but sets himself nicely. Bit of composure is what he's trying to do. Just doesn't quite execute it. Lovely try though.
He's a former striker himself. Keith Alexander shared the anguish there for Simon Yeo.
I don't think he'd have tried too many of those curlers in his time though, Alan.
But his team will go off here with a half-time lead. Rob Jones with a crack on the top of his head, forced to go off the field, we thought initially for treatment, and whilst he was off, Marvin Robertson took advantage of the space to head home from another Lincoln City set piece. That's the only goal of the half, but Lincoln, I think, probably deserve it. Grimsby might have played the better football, but Lincoln have been the more effective. They lead 1-0 at half-time. It's 1-1 on aggregate.
Yes, needless to say, the home team are losing in the playoffs once again. We'll get the views of Colin Calderwood, the Northampton manager, very shortly on that first half. And no surprise, the goal came from a set piece. Lincoln's answer to Alexander the Great, getting his tactics spot on again.
On Sky Sports next season, 88 live matches from the Barclays Premier.
Playoff final is between Leeds United and Watford for a place in the Premiership. 2 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. Grimsby 0, Lincoln 1. 1-1, all square as we go into the second half. Tony Gale, Alan Parry.
Thanks, George. Remember, Lincoln have reached the playoff final in 2 of the previous 3 seasons, losing both times against Bournemouth and last season against Southend. And they face the possibility of an unwanted bit of history, because since the playoffs were introduced 20 years ago now, no club has ever got through to them 4 seasons in a row and failed to be promoted. First, they've got to make it to the final, of course. But they've given themselves a great start here. Marvin Robertson's first half goal bringing the teams level again on aggregate.
Interesting to see what they were saying in both dressing rooms. Russell Slade and Alexander. Lincoln, well, they finished the half the stronger, but I think Grimsby and Russell Slade will be saying, look, don't really match him up there in the air, let's get it down and let's try and play, especially when we're in that last third, take a little bit more time and have a little bit more composure than what they showed in that first half. Started off well, but then when Lincoln, obviously, and Jones went off, he got into the ascendancy.
So Slade does have the possibility of bringing on Reddy, a very talented player at this level. He's on the bench. He's missed most of the last month with injury. That's why he didn't risk him in the starting lineup Saturday or tonight. Good turn by Forrester, but he's dispossessed by Whittle, who nearly reached our gantry with that clearance. Ready with his pitch at the moment, but it looks as though he might be actually getting ready to come on already, if you pardon the pun. Throw by Hughes, back to him. Clearance by Mendes. Morgan with plenty of time, and he always seems to be able to create that for himself anyway. Hurried clearance though by Marriott, and then a handball, I think. McCoom. Giving away to Croft. And neither side wants possession at the moment.
Gary Croft had a little bit of time there. He's more experienced than that. I think he could have tried and drop it into his strikers. Anything up in the air is going to be gobbled up. They've got to turn them around, put it in the corner, or get it into their feet. Anything hung up there, and it's just going to be gobbled up.
Lincoln did win their last 2 away games in the regular season, but they haven't been in sparkling form on the road this season. Just 6 victories out of 23 away matches. They drew 10, to be fair to them, but of course a draw was no good to them tonight. Teams are level on aggregate, and a further reminder that the away goals rule doesn't come into play in this competition. As Kerr feeds it forward for Beavers. Newey gets there first. Parkinson down the line.
There's a man they'd like to see more on the ball. Parkinson on that left-hand side. Every time he's got the ball, he's not had a lot of support. He's been too quick for his own strikers, if you like. He breaks at pace on that left-hand side, and when he's got down there, hasn't really had the support. But you need 1 or 2 passes before you bring him into the game. And I think he can cause some damage if he gets one-on-one up against Beavers.
Managed to shake off his marker. As Newey delivers with accuracy towards him. Hope for Cohen. Was that a handball? Yes, the referee saw it.
You see his hand came away from his body. And you see clear handball. Easy one for Mike Dean to spot.
Came here on loan from Gretna, the Scottish club who've had such a wonderful season, and the loan became a permanent move back in January. His old club will be in Europe next season. Good turn by Robinson. Bolland takes it off him though. Busy player, Bolland in the middle of the park. Hit the bar in the first leg for Grimsby. Butcher. Bolland will keep chasing here.
Dirty stuff from Morgan again. Cohen was chasing, but he's up there. Morgan's just trying to put himself in positions, just trying to help out both his centre-backs so they can get nice and tight to the strikers. And they know without fear that he's going to be behind them covering, so they can get as tight as they like.
Clearance by Futcher up towards Gary Jones. His header on, anticipated by Cohen, who's got Parkinson racing ahead of him. We've got 2 injuries.
A double whammy on the far side. It's a little bit delayed by Cohen, that. A little bit more positive, I feel. So they're both collide, I think it's shin on shin, Beavers and Cohen. Kicks, they're the easy ones to recover from. It's the strains which are the hardest.
Well, as all quiz kings will know, Grimsby don't actually play in Grimsby, they're actually in Cleethorpes on the Humber Estuary, the shoreline just behind the old stand, which is a good trivia point for you, is the oldest stand of its kind anywhere in British football. The Beavers, the Welsh under-21 international, is a tough lad. I don't think he'll be down for long. And Cohen's all ready to come back on. Presumably the referee can wave both players back on as soon as the throw is taken. He's keeping them waiting though. Now they're on. They're still struggling a bit. Busy Bolland plays it infield again to Woodhouse. Forrester's clearance. Should be no problem for Croft, but he's not going to get that much time. Woodhouse back to Newey. He was closed down quickly as well by Forrester. Hughes finding Robinson. Kerr. Good work from Croft. Woodhouse. There's Cohen. And that's a foul.
Well played by Woodhouse. He was trying to get it wide, then switched it inside to Cohen, invited the tackle. And the foul as well. Moved the ball off the spot. Give those big central defenders something to think about. Macaulay comes in with a foul.
We've got two excellent left-footed players, and Newey and Woodhouse, who are both capable of hitting the target here. Woodhouse walks away. Newey lifts it up for Futcher. Just under the top of the net.
That's unlucky. He just peels off the back, I think, of McCoon. Just stood up nicely for him to attack. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed that he doesn't get that back across the goal, giving himself two chances, one to score and the other chance for his attackers just to run the ball back into the net and going for that near post, not giving himself much of a chance.
You'll probably remember his dad, Paul, Tony, won't you? He played for Grimsby amongst other clubs.
Paul was the defender. He was a very good ball-playing defender, and Ron was the centre forward. His uncle, he was an absolute animal. No, he's a good player.
Feeling.
Good player as well. The wrong end of a couple of his elbows.
There's Croft. Junior Mendes has skipped away from Hughes and delivers the cross. Little on the back post. There's Newey for Grimsby. The most convincing ball forward. Futcher gets his foot right through it, and it's a bit of ping-pong at the moment. Robinson beaten to it by Whittle. There's Bolland. Great ball forward for Mendes. Excellent defending again.
Great covering again. He knows where to go, Morgan. He's really plugging those gaps. Defenders get tight. He's running right across that line, and he picks off the balls. Oh, just sweeping up, and it's another great bit of play. No really scything challenge, but another good interception.
But Mendes threatens again here. The layoff to Parkinson. Crowd shouting handball again as Lincoln panicked for the first time, really. Woodhouse. Futcher. Grimsby getting up ahead of steam now. Back to Whittle. Here's Croft. Woodhouse.
Better football from Grimsby, better football.
Newey. Parkinson free, edge of the box. And he just knocked it out of his feet and knocked it out of play.
Oh, what a disappointing end, Alan, because that's good. That was good. It was patient. You've got to be brave to play. They were brave, got themselves into a promising position in the last third, and it really ran out of steam.
Well, if you've been on Mars for the last week, I'll need to tell you that it's the Champions League final tomorrow night. You can see it live on Sky Sports 1. Barcelona against Arsenal. We start at 6. Cheltenham against Wickham, the second leg of their League 2 playoff semi-final is on Thursday night, again on Sky Sports 1, starting at 7:30. McCoon trundling down the line to deliver another howitzer, no doubt. target. Butcher put that ahead of him. And Brown again closely marked by the same player. Same delivery though. Different outcome this time. Croft didn't know where it had gone. Hughes. And he's won a corner.
A little bit of cat and mouse down in the corner. Hughes wins out over Croft. And again, we've got a dangerous situation for Lincoln. After a nice bit of play from Grimsby, good bit of football. Now we go into the chalk and cheese stuff, having to battle it out in your own area.
Yeo near post. McComb, Brown and McCauley as usual in a close huddle. Good defending though by Grimsby. And they've got to do so again. McComb. There's a clever little ball in. And the deflection headed off the line. And a break on here for Mendes. Croft to the rescue. And again with that tackle for Grimsby. Parkinson. And now Woodhouse. A real ebb and flow to the game now. Newey. No problem for Futcher this time. Bolland. Here's Mendes. Croft on the overlap, having rescued Grimsby in his own penalty box a moment ago, and wins a corner.
Corner up the other end. Gary Croft getting it after clearing off the line. McComb, clever little bit of play inside the Yeo. Deflected shot, pops up. Right place at the right time. It's an easy clearance. You've got to be there, good positioning.
Well, the expected arrival of Michael Reddy now. And he will replace Gary Cohen. Big favourite here, Michael Reddy, who was voted by his fellow professionals into the team of the season for League Two. He's a career best 14 goals this season, and immediately takes up a position on the far post next to Futcher. It's running short to Bolland. They're still on that far post area, and back in towards him. It's in! Of Jones, they conceded a goal. Thanks to his replacement, they've scored one. Futcher the hero.
Well, it's a simple tap-in for Futcher, but it was Reddy, I think, who headed it back into the area. Cleverly worked short corner kick routine. Sucked them out, Lincoln, moved the players about, and that means it releases players in the area. It's headed back into the area, and it's a lovely little tap-in, isn't it? I think it's Jones who helps it back into the area, and there's Futcher. Nice finish with the outside of the foot. Wasn't as simple as I first thought. That's quite a good finish, isn't it? Nice little flick in with the outside of his foot.
Russell Slade off on his celebration, race down the touchline. And Grimsby, with an hour gone, have their noses back in front here. And what an irony that the goal should come from Ben Futcher, who's been in the Lincoln team in the last 3 playoffs. Made over 150 appearances for them in his 3 years with the club before his move across Lincolnshire. And now his goal might have denied them once again in the playoffs.
Might even bring a smile to his face. There's Rob Jones, who had to come off with that cut eye, and they scored when he was off. Futcher to the rescue. Lovely little finish with the outside of his foot, wasn't it?
Brown, Hughes around the ball here for Lincoln. Can they hit back almost immediately? It's Kerr who tries and fails.
Never looked like getting it down in time, Kerr. Over the top of the wall, but never looked like getting that top spin and that dip on the ball to trouble the keeper. Get composed again now, Lincoln, and Grimsby on the other hand. They don't want to get pinned back. They've got to try and play a little bit higher up. Don't get pinned back by Lincoln, because that's when the mistakes can happen. But this crowd's gone wild.
Well, it once held over 30,000, Blundell Park, many years ago now. Capacity is just around 9,000 these days. But they're making enough noise for 30,000 at the moment. Not only a local derby this, but a match of huge importance to both clubs over the season, of course. But Lincoln, I tell you, have got bags of character. You'd be very unwise to write them off. Another great turn by Yeo! Oh, and that produced a splendid save.
Great save, but on the near post, I think Yeo may have been better served going for that far post. Smart little turn, went for the near post, makes it a little bit easier.
Tracy's come close now in a matter of minutes. Good tackle, very good by Jones. This is where the problem is now for Lincoln, in their desperation to get another goal back. They could leave gaps. 1-1 on the night. Grimsby have a 2-1 aggregate lead. Croft's clearance. And his clearance off the line a few minutes ago looking doubly important now. Forrester. There's Brown. Hughes. Mendes did well. Jones. Calm play from here. And Woodhouse with a very good ball for Reddy. If he gets a run on goal, it'll take some stopping. Whittle's clearance. Jones. Probably the most unique song in English football. We only sing when we're fishing. The Grimsby anthem. Now ringing around Blundell Park. Try explaining that to the foreigners. Here's Macaulay. It's not a bad ball. Determined to win it back again. He goes flying and wins a free kick. Foul by Whittle.
A little bit clumsy by Whittle. Yellow card he gets. Shows in the ball. Robinson comes out. Again, it's that one when as soon as the ball's towed away, you're committed to the challenge. You know you're going to get the yellow card if you miss the ball. It's a good position as well. The last free kick wasn't so good. Never got the dip as it got over that wall. Maybe this one's better.
Maybe Care, or more likely, judging by their body language, Forrester to take this one. Seems to be a big gap to the left, although the keeper's now shuffling across there. It is Forrester. Beavers pumping it straight back in. Macaulay. And away by Jones, but back it comes again. Relentless pressure now from Lincoln. Macaulay finding himself out on the right wing, the big centre-back. Useful cross. Beavers coming in. And Grimsby desperate to clear their lines, but Reddy will occupy Lincoln. So too Parkinson, but he's given it away. Easy header for Fletcher. Parkinson. Optimistic to expect Hughes to get there.
And falls back now, Grimsby. This is what Lincoln will want. Try and get free kicks in and around these areas. Exert the pressure.
And they got one. Right on cue. Yeo was fouled.
That's what it's all about for them. And you've got to be really resolute, and you've also got to be composed in that you don't try and have a nibble at the ball when it's not there to be tackled, because you don't want to be giving free kicks in and around these areas.
McCoom and Macaulay, far post again. Macaulay coming in near post this time, leaving space for McCoom, but even he couldn't reach that.
There's Footer who scored the goal, but the difference was it's been marked well at corners, but this was a short corner and it moves defenders around, and then you get free from your markers. First Jones free from his, and then Footer free from his. That was the difference. At all the other set pieces they've been contained easily, but when they moved the ball from a short corner, it just moved those defenders around. Lose a little bit of concentration, and the movement gets them a goal.
On towards Robinson. Brown. Forrester. There's a little push, but nothing serious, although Forrester clearly disagrees. Bolland. Well, they compete for everything, these two teams. Forrester, crowd taking exception to what they thought was a dive by him, but he finds Nat Brown here, and he's gone down. No dive, but a free kick though, in a good position.
Good little ball from Forrester. Brown gets a toe, and Footer gets the foul, gives the foul away. And here's his claim for a penalty. I think this is just upper body strength, and that's a dive as well. Kind of ragdolls him out of that, and here's the foul. Nice little run from Brown. Invites the foul and gets it. Free kicks haven't been the best so far. Let's see if they can conjure something here. And Kurt and Forrester. Now I think it may be Hughes.
Yeah, third version from a similar position. Oh no, something else was lined up, and that shot by Brown flying towards the top corner for a moment.
It took us all by surprise. Struck it well enough. You can see it was rising all the way. Good strike. Never hitting the target.
Former Huddersfield player came very close to a late equaliser on Saturday. Just over 20 minutes to go now. Grimsby 1, Lincoln 1 on the night. The home team have the advantage on aggregate. Calm header by Woodhouse. Croft. Whittle. Mendes will keep the pressure on Hughes here, and did enough to force the hurried clearance. Woodhouse. Clever. Newey took that well in his stride. And wins the corner.
He did take it well. I just thought as the defender comes out, McCoom, he's got to stand that one out. He comes out to make the challenge. I think he's got to stand that one up. And stand it up to the far post. But it's a good block.
He can now have to deal with the additional presence of Reddy, who of course played a key part in Futcher's goal. Futcher trying to reach that again, not this time. And Parkinson tried his luck from a long way out.
Well, he looks in 3 different angles. As the ball bounces out, he's looking out all over the place. Should I go right? Should I go left? In the end, thinks, oh, well, just have a pop.
Once screen ready, getting ready to come on here. Started the match, of course, on Saturday for Lincoln City and was replaced on the hour mark by Simon Yeo, who took his place in the starting 11 tonight. Pacey striker. Hughes. Morgan. Oh, he sounded composed, but he almost made a mess of that one. Robinson. Croft has had an excellent game at right back. Kerr gives it away. Mendes. Jones pointing to where he wanted the ball. Mendes maybe will go alone here. No, lays it off for Woodhouse. Poor touch let him down.
Poor touch from Woodhouse, but I think it was a poor ball from Mendes as well. Played with too much pace.
It should be food and drink for Futcher, and it was. Bolland. Tired sort of clearance that keeps Grimsby under a bit of pressure here. Little, the former soldier, clears his lines. Well, it's a glamorous week, isn't it, for football, this, with the Champions League tomorrow. And not a lot of glamour perhaps about this tie, but it's equally important to these two Lincolnshire towns. Futcher gets it away. There's Brown again. Going to thread one through, but lucky to get a second opportunity. Away by Croft, and the linesman spotted offside.
Some great challenges coming in.
Now Lincoln's change. And they're taking off the right wing back, Lee Beavers, to make way for Francis Green, former Peterborough striker. Positive move then, which of course is the only option now for Keith Alexander, bidding to take Lincoln, remember, to a playoff final for the third time in 4 seasons. A wonderful record. But is it going to end in tears for him tonight? Forrester's header on. Woodhouse. Jones. And now back to Newey. Woodhouse. Bolland. Crowd warning him the challenge was coming, but he didn't heed that warning. Crowded out in the middle of the field. Hughes. Mendes tracking him back, and Bolland slams it into touch.
You have to admire, though, the way the challenges have been coming in, and they've been so committed that it's been I think a game played in the best of spirits, to be honest. No malicious fouls in the game. Both seem to have a healthy respect for each other.
Absolutely. Hughes pumping it long. Robinson might need a bit of help out there. Clever ball for Forrester. Clare wanted it back. He had other ideas, though. Hughes finding himself a long way forward. But they've got to commit men like that now, Lincoln City.
Look, they're as committed to these flies around us, Alan, up here at the moment and on the pitch.
There are a few, aren't there?
You're not hiding a packet of fish underneath your microphone, are you?
Quarter of an hour to go at Blundell Park. Grimsby Town 1, Lincoln City 1. Ready. Jones knocking it back in. Parkinson's unmarked, edge of the box. They haven't picked him out, though. Mendes. Bolland. Very important they take care of possession now. Futcher. That's not the way to do it.
Well, they played patiently, and then Futcher just overhits that one. He was on his weaker left side, but no sense in taking any risks for him at this stage of the game.
Changes for both teams on the way. Big round of applause for Junior Mendes. He began his career at Chelsea, although he never made the first team there. Run tirelessly for the cause tonight. Pats on the back from all his teammates, underlining that. Kieran Toner takes his place. Another former Lincoln player, by the way. And Frecklington, who also appeared as a substitute for Lincoln on Saturday, has come on for them, replacing Scott Kerr in midfield. Can Grimsby keep the ball in the opposition half? As that clock ticks on. Grimsby, remember, finished fourth, and historically the team that finishes fourth usually does well in the playoffs. 12 of the last 14 seasons, the fourth place team has gone on to win promotion. As Woodhouse tries to find a way through. Forrester helping to win it back for Lincoln. And Robinson for them. Played it in behind Green. He finds Forrester. Brown. On to Hughes. There's Frecklington, who's just come on, his first touch, and not a successful one. Croft denies it. And it's a clever ball forward, but Reddy's been given offside. Surprisingly.
Hasn't really been able to get in the game since he's come on. Just the timing of his run slightly out there, going a little bit early.
Fine man by McComb, who hurt himself in the process.
Yeah, it was Futcher this time heading the back of McComb's head. Saw that kind of challenge in the first half. Rob Jones had to go off after clashing with Robinson. And there you can see Futcher on McComb. Nearly identical, wasn't it? This time, no claret.
Oh, they earn their money at this level, don't they? I was working it out this morning. If the rumours are right about Michael Ballack's wages, I think these guys in League Two would take about 4 years to earn what he is reputed to be earning at Chelsea in 1 week.
It's another world.
It is too.
But who'd be without this one? This is what it's all about for me. You know, you can go from the non-league up to League Two, League One and the Championships, and you know, okay, it may be a different game of football at times, but in some cases it can be just as exciting and even more committed.
Yeah, totally agree with you. There's a bit of trouble here, Jamie McComb. Just trying to urge his teammates to keep it going here for the last 10 minutes.
Short corner for the goal again, stood up to the far post. Jones finds him himself free for one of the first times. Defenders have moved about. And look, he loves that, doesn't he?
So did he.
For the first time, Slade making a lot of noise.
Very good.
Like that one, Alan.
Love it. 10 minutes to go here, and Grimsby are loving that scoreline. McComb back on. It won't be a welcome sight for Grimsby fans. Crowd of just over 8,000 here tonight, just short of capacity as Reddy wriggles his way free for Grimsby. Gets the ball in the corner wisely, although there's still 10 minutes to go. Ball in, and Parkinson. Croft. He's won a free kick.
Did very well. I think Yeo was aware that he was just getting around the wrong side of him. Gary Crofts had a good night. One off the line that we saw earlier. Used all his experience there.
Premiership player for both Ipswich and Blackburn earlier in his career. Looks like Woodhouse is going to deliver this one. And dangerously so, and that's the goal that will take Grimsby all the way to Cardiff. It's a long journey. It'll be a joyous one for Jones and his teammates now.
All about the delivery, and Woodhouse Gets it right on the button. Nice and flat. Jones gets across his marker. Misses that front man. Just over the top, what I was talking about. A little glance, he gets across his marker. That's a great goal. Gets in front of McComb and just helps it on. That's a lovely header, because he nearly goes beyond that near post, and that's a difficult header to take. And he is making some noise now.
Gary Jones scored in the first leg. He scored in the second. And that gives Grimsby a 3-1 aggregate lead and sets off scenes of celebrations all around this famous old ground.
What a delivery, though, from Woodhouse. That is the perfect delivery for attackers to attack, get across their markers. Just over the head of that marker, just that man just in the space in front. You get across your marker, and as soon as you've done that, just the slightest of touches. Super delivery from Woodhouse.
And with huge irony, Lincoln City, League Two's set-piece specialists, have been undone themselves by a set-piece. Well, Lincoln City must have had high hopes that they could turn things round after taking the lead in the first half. But in this second period, Grimsby have really asserted themselves and deserve to be in front, I think. More heartache in the playoffs on the way, surely, for Keith Alexander and Lincoln now. But they're not finished yet.
That was a good leap by Robinson from that cross by Yeo, but he couldn't quite get it down into the path of Forrester. There's the upset in the fans. Not finished yet, though.
And maybe a home team curse in this season's playoffs has finally been ended. Maybe. Lincoln will throw everything now at Grimsby. And when Lincoln do that, we can expect a real bombardment. Woodhouse losing his temper here, and Frecklington would be wise to walk away from that. As we mentioned on Saturday, Curtis Woodhouse is about to become a professional boxer. He's quite useful.
Well, that was a bad foul, I think, from Frecklington. He went over the top of the ball, and that's why Woodhouse was so annoyed. Came side on and went over the top of the ball. And that's a correct decision. And very lucky. He may have got a red card if he connected. You can see, look, goes over the top of the ball. Look at that. Poor foul. Lucky he doesn't connect. Lucky he doesn't connect, because that's a poor foul. Over the top of the ball.
That was naughty.
Turning away from the ball. Slightly bottling it himself, I think, when he's turning away like that. And that was naughty.
I must say, full marks there to Curtis Woodhouse for not overreacting to that, or Frecklington might have been shown the red card. I don't know what that's all about. Green did something to incur the referee's displeasure as well. Another Lincoln change on the way, all happening here with 5 minutes to go. But what is happening for Grimsby, of course, is the possibility now of a date on May the 28th at the Millennium Stadium. Paul Mayo, the latest to come on for Lincoln. He's taken the place of Jamie McComb. And will get his first touch straight away. Butcher at full stretch, was grateful Whittle was behind him, ready with a layoff. Linesman has flagged, free kick to Lincoln. Marriott hits it as long as he can. Butcher underneath it though. It's come out to Green. Brown. Robinson loses the heading duel, and the excellent defending again by Grimsby even denies them a corner, Lincoln. Mayo plays it back in. Oh, that was wicked.
That's a good delivery from Mayo. Right behind that back four and in front of the keeper. Ball comes back and he whips it in. Good delivery, flicked on as well by Forrester. No one can get on that second ball. It goes away for a goal kick.
is ready. Parkinson just beaten to it. They're waving people away from him. Parkinson will take his time over the throw. They've done even better. They've kept it in that corner. Well, these Lincoln fans have been through playoff agony so many times now that they're almost used to it. But that doesn't make the hurt any easier to take. Woodhouse with the corner, looking for Futcher on the far post. Surely foul the keeper, who's still lying injured.
He didn't look a lot in it. Futcher came to the far post, maybe just caught Marriott on the head. Didn't look too bad, did it?
Well, it was Futcher's goal, the former Lincoln City player that will set up Grimsby for this grandstand finish. Gary Jones adding the third, of course. Third over the two legs, that is, but a crucial second on the night to give them the aggregate lead.
Two set pieces were good ones as well. Great delivery from Woodhouse for Jones's goal. And a nice little short corner kick routine which moved the defenders around for Jones to head it back across for Futcher. Two set pieces have undone Lincoln. As you said, Alan, that's normally the other way round when they're playing sides, but I think both set pieces were excellent in different ways.
Mitre has been bit tonight. There's a good ball in. It's come out to leggy Brown, and finds Mayo. Cleared by Whittle. Every clearance greeted with huge roars now by the home fans. Brown. And every mistake by Lincoln gets an even bigger roar. We're in the last minute.
Oh, you have to feel sorry, don't you? Sorry, Alan, you have to feel sorry for Keith Alexander down there. Looked to be going nice, didn't it? I think that Grimsby started the better, but the injury to Jones, Lincoln scoring, set piece Robinson, and it looked to be going well as they finished the first half the better. But Grimsby, I think, have played well in this second half. I must admit, and at times got it down, and when they have got it down in the periods and passages of play that they can, I think they've looked the better side. And strangely enough, it's two set pieces that have undone Lincoln.
It's a football outpost, but the passion is there for all to see here beside the Humber estuary tonight. Russell Slade and Keith Alexander, the best of friends. I'm sure they'll be sharing a drink in the manager's office anyway. But you've got to feel for Keith Alexander facing playoff agony yet again. 4 minutes of stoppage time here at Blundell Park. As Croft plays it down the line. Backheel is not quite what's required at this stage. More like challenges like that one from Whittle. Croft goes flying in though, and Whittle again, good old-fashioned defender, gets it clear. Away by Futcher. Reddy started his run. And that will go over the roof of the stand, that clearance. Or no, it's actually swung back inwards again. First minute of stoppage time has elapsed.
A really competitive game. Both sides have really give it their all. Some good skill in between.
They could get one back yet, Lincoln. No, it looks as though it's not going to be there. Neither's Green. Gets it off target.
Oh, that just took a little bit of a bubble. Came inside Green. Played off of Forrester, you can see here. Sets himself up on his left foot. Just takes a little bit of a bubble there. Really ends up for a throw-in on the far side. But as I was saying, competitive game. And I have to just hold my hands up to both sides, and both managers been played in great spirit and at the same time very competitively. And that's very good.
Good advert for League Two, good advert for the Football League in general. I think really all the playoffs that we've seen at the end of this long season. As Hughes takes a wild swing at that, and that really is just about it for Keith Alexander and his team. Grimsby will have to wait until Thursday night to find out who their opponents will be on May the 28th in Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. Cheltenham and Wycombe play the second leg of their game on that night, live again on Sky Sports 1. For long periods in the early months of the season, Grimsby and Wycombe dominated this division. Wycombe have fallen away of late, but they did beat Grimsby home and away in the regular season, as the referee sadly reaches for a red card right at the end. Now that is more than sad, because of course that means that Gary Jones will be ruled out of the playoff final.
Well, that's totally out of character for the game, and I think that's an act of stupidity. The referee was right on the spot. It's an act of stupidity, and it's cost him dearly. Nothing in it now, deep into time added on. You can see he goes up, there's the elbow coming round. He's not really looking at the ball, and up goes the elbow. Oof, catches him right flush on the jaw.
Well, talk about hero and villain. The man whose goals in both legs of the semi-final have done so much to get Grimsby to Cardiff, now won't be able to play there himself.
Well, he might argue that he was just trying to get himself up and hang in the air with his arms there, but there's no need to swing with that elbow whatsoever. Oh, that's cost them dearly.
Gary Jones will be distraught back in that dressing room. As Forrester's shot is blocked.